Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Ready for another deep dive. Today we're taking a look at something pretty wild, a claim that has everyone talking.
Oh, yeah. This one is a doozy. It's right at that intersection of tech and, that entrepreneurial spirit we always love to see. This is next level.
So we're talking about this video. It features a YouTuber who goes by Hustleman 3.0,
hmm
and he claims to have done something that seems impossible.
Impossible is a strong word.
Well, he says he's streaming live in 4K to YouTube straight from his Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses.
And he's not shying away from the hype either, right? He's really laying it on thick, never been done before, making history.
The ultimate hack.
Right.
He even brings in an AI co-pilot named Esteban, powered by ChatGPT.
Okay, now that's interesting. It adds a whole other layer to this, doesn't it? The role of AI in content creation is something we definitely need to discuss.
For sure. But first, we got to figure out what's going on with this claim. Is it even possible?
Yeah, let's break it down. So he's claiming 4K streaming to YouTube directly from those Meta glasses.
Which, as far as we know, are only capable of 720p streaming, and only in portrait mode, and only to Facebook or Instagram.
Right. It's like Meta would want to keep users on their own platforms.
Yeah.
Makes sense from a business standpoint.
Exactly. So for this to work, Hustleman 3.0 would have to bypass some serious limitations. He'd have to bridge the gap between two completely separate ecosystems.
He calls it a hack, which in the tech world usually means finding a way to make technology do something it wasn't designed to do.
Which can be amazing.
Right.
But hacks can also be risky.
Absolutely. You can introduce security vulnerabilities or mess up the functionality, and then there's the ethics of it all.
Right. Is it okay to just bypass limitations set by the creators?
Yeah.
Where do we draw the line between innovation and, respecting intellectual property?
It's tricky. A real gray area for sure.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about Esteban, the AI co-pilot. He's not just there for show.
Yeah, he's reading introductions, interacting with Hustleman 3.0, hyping up the hack.
It really makes you wonder, are we heading towards a future where AI is just part of everything we watch and listen to?
AI co-hosts, AI commentators, AI performers. It's a wild thought.
And what's interesting is that Hustleman 3.0 is totally open about using Esteban. He's not hiding it at all.
He sees it as an asset,
Right.
a way to make his content better and connect with his audience more.
Transparency is definitely important, especially as AI gets more and more sophisticated. But back to the hack itself, do you think it's even technologically possible?
I mean, based on everything we know about the Meta glasses and streaming tech, 4K to YouTube would be a huge deal.
A major breakthrough. And yet, tech has a way of surprising us. There are some incredibly smart people out there constantly pushing the boundaries.
So maybe, just maybe, Hustleman 3.0 has found some secret method, some hidden setting, some crazy combination of software that makes this possible.
We'll see. So now we're all waiting for him to spill the beans. He's promised to reveal how he did it, but only if the video hits 100,000 views.
And of course, he's encouraging everyone to subscribe, become a member. Classic YouTube hustle.
But it's smart. He's generating buzz, building a community, and potentially making some money in the process.
It really shows how the relationship between creators and viewers is changing. It's not just a one-way street anymore.
Viewers are active participants. They can shape the content they consume, and they want to be part of something groundbreaking. So the question remains, did Hustleman 3.0 actually pull it off?
Guess we'll have to wait and see if he delivers on his promise. But even if he doesn't, this deep dive has already given us a lot to think about.
Definitely. We've talked about the technical challenges, the ethical questions, the whole landscape of content creation in the age of AI.
And this is really just the beginning. There's so much more to explore. So stick with us as we continue to dive deep into the world of Hustleman 3.0, this AI co-pilot Esteban, and the mystery of this incredible tech marvel.
You know what gets me? It's how Hustleman 3.0 really understands how to grab people's attention. He's created this mystery, this intrigue. And in a world where we're bombarded with information that's powerful.
Yeah, it's like he's turned this whole thing into a treasure hunt. And we're the ones searching for the clues. The more we learn, the more questions we have.
Exactly. Is he just really good at marketing? Is this some next-level genius move? Or could it be a legitimate breakthrough that changes how we think about streaming?
Part of me wants to be skeptical, to say it's all smoke and mirrors. But there's another part that can't help but get excited by the possibility that he's onto something huge.
That's what makes this so compelling. Right. He's appealing to both our logical side and our desire for something amazing. We're analyzing the tech, but we're also swept up in the hype.
It's like Schrodinger's cat, but for tech. We won't know if the hack is real or not until he opens the box and shows us.
Perfect analogy. And it makes you think about innovation in general. Those true breakthroughs often seem impossible at first, until someone comes along and changes everything.
Think about the early days of computers, the internet, smartphones. People were skeptical at first, even laughed at the ideas. But look at where we are now.
Could Hustleman 3.0 be on the verge of that kind of shift in streaming? It's an exciting thought.
Even if it turns out to be an illusion, the buzz he's created, the conversations he's started, it all points to how quickly the digital world is changing.
He's turned innovation into a game, and his audience is playing along. Which brings us back to AI, and Esteban, the AI co-pilot.
Right. Esteban adds another dimension to all of this. Is he just a tool for engagement? Or is Hustleman 3.0 showing us a glimpse of the future?
A future where AI is deeply involved in content creation, maybe even in the innovation itself.
Imagine AI not just assisting creators, but actively collaborating with them, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in ways we can't even imagine.
It's both thrilling and a little bit scary. Thrilling because of the possibilities. Scary because it challenges our ideas about what it means to be creative, to be human.
It forces us to ask tough questions. If AI can help create a groundbreaking hack, what does that say about human ingenuity? Do we become less important, or do we have to step up our game?
It's not just a technical question, it goes deeper. It's a philosophical question about human creativity and our place in a world where AI is becoming more powerful.
That's a whole other deep dive we could take, maybe for another episode. But for now, let's get back to Hustleman 3.0 and his claim.
We've talked about the tech, the ethics, the bigger implications, but there's still a missing piece. The reveal.
Will he actually show us how he did it? Will he share the secret sauce of his hack?
Or will he leave us in suspense, forever wondering if it was all real?
That's the cliffhanger he's left us with. And as viewers, as those digital detectives we talked about, we have a choice. Do we wait for him to tell us the truth? Or do we go searching for answers ourselves?
It's up to you. But no matter what you choose, remember the search for knowledge is a reward in itself.
Sometimes the best answers are the ones we find through our own exploration and discovery. So here we are at the end of our deep dive into the world of Hustleman 3.0 Esteban and this crazy streaming claim. It's been quite a ride.
It really has. We've gone deep into the ethics, the whole relationship between creators and their audience. It's fascinating stuff.
We started with a simple question. Did Hustleman 3.0 actually do what he said he did? But the more we dug, the more complex it got.
Yeah, we found all these layers of innovation ambition, the desire to push the limits. It's a lot to unpack.
And along the way, we've had to ask some big questions about technology, about AI, about what it means to be human in a world that's becoming more and more digital.
Right. We talked about the technical hurdles, the ethical gray areas, the potential consequences of this hack. And I think one of the biggest takeaways is that real innovation happens when we're both skeptical and open to possibilities.
We have to question everything, but we also have to be willing to believe that amazing things can happen.
Hustleman 3.0, whether he's telling the truth or not, he embodies that spirit, that willingness to experiment, to explore, to challenge the status quo.
He's reminding us that the digital world is constantly changing. The rules are being rewritten all the time, and the only limit is our imagination.
And that's inspiring, no matter what your background is. It's a call to be curious, to ask questions, to get involved in shaping the future.
So as we wrap things up, we want to leave you with this. Don't just take things at face value. Dig deeper, ask questions, explore the possibilities. You might be surprised by what you find.
The best discoveries are often the ones we make ourselves. So keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep. That's it for this episode of The Deep Dive. Until next time, stay curious and keep your minds open to all the amazing things that are out.